Hi guys, welcome along to Nardy Elder Gaming, and we're on Miss Survival. We're going to take a break from the builds though, and we're going to actually have a playthrough. So this one I've started a new character right back at the beginning, haven't done anything yet. So we're going to play the game. There's going to be no cheat menu used. We're just going to go through and we're going to investigate all the missions, especially the new ones that have come on, which I haven't even touched on yet. So here we are right at the beginning. So the first thing we're going to need to do is to get ourselves a base and get ourselves... let's just use that down as a weapon for a second. And get ourselves a vehicle, of course. Right, so we'll take everything we can from there. Don't worry about that for the time being. So yeah, so this is going to be a little bit different from our normal playthroughs. This one's going to be nice and laid back, hopefully. Not so much rushing around building. We're going to actually take our time and... Oh, I know where we are. This is the timber yard. Now, I'll tell you what, there's 2 backpacks here. And there's a vehicle. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to try and sneak in first. To see if we can get those backpack expansions. Hopefully there's no bears around. Because I haven't got anything to shoot them in the face with. Now, if I remember rightly, there's one backpack just under here somewhere. In fact, I know there is, and I believe it's either leaning up against something in here or it's in that little shed bit there. I can't quite remember, but we will soon discover. There it is. Right, we got another slot there, so we're going to go over to the other one now and find the other expansion. Thing is, I know where a lot of the expansions are in this, so I think what we're going to be doing is working our way through to try and get a lot of these expansions as early on as possible to give ourselves a lot more carry power. Right, now this is not the bit that I was thinking it was. No, I think we have to go up this way for the other one. Let's just go and have a look in here a minute. Can I hear anything in there? Gonna need food. Pick up a bit of cloth, we may need that. Killed him quite easily. Right, I won't bother with the components for a minute. It's locked. I haven't got a crowbar, so I can't get in there. I can't remember what's actually in there. Screwdriver's handy. So we do need to get ourselves a base, but I think I'm going to use the big white house as a base because that's the perfect place if you're not building. Car's just crashed somewhere. Right, so I think the other one is in the portaloo just there. I can't see any bears. There's one. Let's try and get in and out as quick as possible. Right. Let's have a look. So we're doing okay. I need to find that little hand cart, because I'm going to need to carry these wheels and the engines and everything about. Let's see if we can rescue this guy, get him out of the car. Thank you for saving me. This is a small thing that I can give in return. Need anything? Let's see if he's got anything. Well, I wouldn't mind pretty much all of that, but I haven't got anything I want to get rid of. Oh, a baseball bat. Nice. Right, now there's another backpack in that cave over there, but that is swarming with infected. It was kind of goofy running along with that, so I think I'll put that axe away a minute. Let's go and see what's in here. Because I've been doing the build projects, it's been so long since I've actually done a playthrough that I can't remember exactly what's where, if you see what I mean. Got a knife, that's good. Don't need the practice arrows. So that's okay, that was worth coming in for. Shame we can't use that, but we can break it up for metal scraps. There's the site where I built the cabin originally. And up here is where we're going to get our vehicle. Stamina's not draining too quickly, so that's good. Let's have a sip of my tea. I'm not drinking coffee tonight, I'm drinking green tea. With mint. I know, you're probably pulling a face now thinking about it, but, you know, it's good for you. It's a nice detox. Right, here's the baby. So we've got nothing in it at all, but we do have a tyre. Now, if I remember rightly, I think there's a rifle in here as well. Got to remember not to pick up anything I don't need at the moment, otherwise it's just gonna hinder me in the long run. There he is. Right, let's put something down. What don't we need? Let's get rid of these. Really don't need them. Put that there. I can pick them back up again now. Take the bandage. So drink, some food. So I'll leave that there. I know where that is because I will be coming back here, obviously. There's a shirt. Right, why did that shirt just vanish? So we'll take those. It's a knife, but I've already got one, so I'll leave that one there for the time being. A bit confused that that shirt just disappeared. Oh, hang on, it might have just been rag. No worries. Right, let's get out of here so I'm not wasting any more of this battery life. So, there we have our vehicle. So we just need to work on it now. So I really need to find the handcart. Now, I know that's down one of these side roads somewhere, but I can't remember exactly where. Was it further down there or was it round this way? I think it's round this way. So we'll go and have a look round here, see if we can find it. I don't think it's up this way. I don't want to go looting at the moment. I need to get this vehicle on the road first. Right, I don't think it's up here either. No, it's definitely not. So I think it might be one of the next ones down. Some of these places look a little bit barren now when I'm running past because the bases that I've built in the past aren't here. Because down here, if you've been following my build projects, there was a big base built up on top of that garage just there. No, it's not here. Really racking my stamina up here. So my plan for the house once we built it is I'm gonna try fortifying it. So I'm gonna build like a fence around the front of it that I can use as like protection, even though nothing will attack me in there, but it's all for the fun of the game, you know. Right, we've got one wheel, so let's drop that here so I can come back for that. That's got a baseball bat, but I've already got one. Let's have a look if there's a weapon in there. No. Nothing in there. Plenty of fuel though. No tyres. No tyres. Right, that's the mercenaries' place, so let's avoid that. I don't want to get my ass handed to me before I've even got 5 minutes into the game. We'll leave that for at least 10 minutes. Right, I know it's not down here, but we'll have a quick look in here, see if there's anything worth taking. Really need that as well, don't I? Right, I don't believe it's up here either. But I just need to have a quick check. No, it's definitely not up here. I think the watchtower's just over there. There it is. Chickens around here. I should be able to find it sooner rather than later. There's a little trailer there, but I can't actually pull that one along. Shame. I'm a bit worried about the mist coming in. It's looking a little bit misty right now down there. What did I do that for? Right, I think the mist is coming in, so let's get down to this base. We can shut ourselves in. We'll be protected. I hate it when you accidentally hit the button. Right, so we're going to make this our base. Perfect. And of course you do realise that at some point soon we're going to have to go and free Leo. Miss Survival is not the same without Leo. Right, so this place comes with plenty of storage. So let's put some stuff in here that I don't need to be carrying around with me. Like that, that. That, Haven't got a revolver. Haven't got a hunting rifle. Haven't got a shotty. Shame, because we all love a shotty. I'll put that in there for the time being. Here it is, our first mist. So as I said, out the front there, I'm going to sort of fence this whole front of the garden now so that nothing can actually get in. And I will put a couple of double gates on there so that we can bring the truck inside when we get it. Right, let's sleep for an hour. There we go, it's going now. So the mist only tends to roll in for an hour. Right, so let's go up to the road. And I can't remember if back at the checkpoint or not. Was there a bag? No, I don't think there was. There's a wheel. So I'm just going to take these off as I find them and just chuck them in the middle of the road so that when I come back, I'll see them. And then I can just pick them up at that point. That's quite handy. 2 of them on one vehicle. And I've got a feeling that a vehicle around here somewhere has also got an engine. I believe it's one of the ones up behind here somewhere. Shit, I forgot there's mercenaries in this bit now. Arse biscuits. Right. Okay, so now we're going to have to be a little bit careful here. Right, so it's not going to be as easy to get through here as it was last time. Okay, that's not a problem. We can leave that for the time being because it's not important. Well, it's not important to have an engine. I know what I meant. Not going to push the vehicle everywhere we go. Right, where's that handcart? I don't think it's down here. I don't have a map. I can't remember if I've got to actually pick the map up somewhere. Right, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not down here. But we can carry on going down here because I'm pretty sure that there's another backpack down along here. Right, I'm sure there's a wheel up in this house here. There it is. Right, so that's 4 wheels I found. There's something in that garage, I can't remember. Can't remember what it is. It's an engine. That was lucky. I had no idea it was going to be the engine in there. So the only thing we need now is the battery. Well, I never checked in there to see if there was a battery, but we'll have a look. This is going quite smoothly at the moment. Why did I say that? Stupid thing to say. There it is, car battery. Alright, so we've got everything we need. I just need that handcart so I can get it all together and transport it back. And then we got a vehicle on the road. So that's not bad. In half an hour we've got all the components we need. Right. So now I need to try and remember where that handcart is. Right, we're going to go down and look this way because I've got a feeling that up this checkpoint here, there is actually a backpack. I think it's important in this game that you try and get as many backpacks as quick as you can. Now I know there's also another one back near the truck. Up on the roof on the shops opposite. So I need to get that one. And I know there's one up on top of one of these towers, but I can't remember which one. Now, was it up there? Or was it up that one up there? I can't remember. It's doing both. No, I don't think it was in here. Can't open that because it's locked. No, just a raincoat, and I've already got one of those back at the house. I know there's a backpack in the hotel. I think there might be two in the motel somewhere. Right, there will be seekers over there. But I'm not going to try and take those on just yet. I need a little bit more ammo in the rifle. And there's nothing up here. Brilliant. At least we can slide down these ladders. Right, so I know that there's a backpack at one of these blockades up here. If I can get down from here without killing myself. I wonder if I can actually build one of those carts. It's not this one, it must be that blockade down there. I think there's one in the school as well, but I have to get past the coach for that. There's not one there either. Could have sworn there was one by those. Could have sworn that one of them should have spawned by these somewhere. That's not more mist coming in, surely. Oh no, it's rain. Right, let's have a drink. I think one of the first things we're going to have to build back at the base is going to be a water distiller. Right, we're getting close to have done a full circle now. Or a full circuit. Oh, yeah, I just realised where the backpack is. It's on the next one down here. Running out of stamina, I'll have to sort of slow down a little bit. Let's go and check this police car out, see if there's a handgun. There is. Excellent. Another knife that I don't need at the moment. What's that over there? A SWAT helmet, an explosive arrow. Yeah, I'll take those. There it is. So now we got halfway there. Pretty much. Right, I need to keep checking out these side roads as well. Hang on, there's boots over here as well. That's annoying, I'm sure there's usually boots here. There they are. Right, so let's boot him up. Right, that trolley's got to be on one of these offshoots up here. It's actually quite refreshing not being allowed to use the cheat menu. Can we actually build a handcart? I honestly can't remember. We can, but we need planks, sticks, and nails. I've got no nails and I haven't got a hammer, so we'll have to look out for those if we can't find what we need. Take that, we'll take that. Got gloves, yeah, we'll have them. We'll take that one. Yeah, that's not a bad little loot. So we're almost back where we started off from. So it's got to be up one of these little side lanes up here. Let's check this one out. Because I know there should be a tent up there. This actually looks familiar. Could this be it, or is that too steep an incline there? No, I don't think this is it either. Damn it. It looks similar, but it's not it. Let's go and check this bit out. This is where I came across a bear once. It was just sat there and I didn't realise. Don't want no bear action today. Well, there's a skeleton. Take that, we'll take that. We'll take that. Take another one of those. And we'll take those two. There's a backpack. Excellent. Marvellous. Right, let's give him these gloves because they're protecting him really well in this rain. Shouldn't he's not wearing anything else. Right. Let's modify that one. We're going to put a sight on it. Why is that not working? I thought that was for the carbine. Why can't we use that on me? Oh, that's a bit weird. Let's try it on that one then. Okay. I can't remember if I need to use a certain bench or something from that. Why is there a big ham insignia showing up there? Look. That's a bit weird. Not to worry, that was a good move coming up here because we've got yet another backpack. I think we'll go and have a look up in there. It's an ATV. Do you know what? I'm actually tempted to use this as a base for some, you know, just as something new. There's a fair bit of storage in here. We've got a bed. We've got a Jenny. The only problem is water. I need to be near a water supply, and there isn't one up here. That's a shame because I'd like to use that. But I suppose if I can build one of those water collectors, so I think I'll have to keep that in mind. That'd be something different rather than using the same thing time and time again, or the same building. Why does it keep trying to tell me there's food over there? Right, so I've been all the way round. Why couldn't I find it? I'm a bit stuck without it, to be honest. Right, I know there's another 2 backpacks around here. One of them's in there, which I can't really risk getting at the moment because of the infected in there. Right, this was one of the tent ones. But it hasn't got the cart. Because that, I think... Oh, there it is. That is the one. Excellent, right. Now we're rocking and rolling. So unfortunately we've got to go all the way around to get all this stuff again. But I reckon if we go back that way and go round the loop that way, we can pick it all up. But first I'm going to get up on the roof at the back of this place and I'm going to see if I can get that other backpack slot. Which is up on there. So let's see if we can just put that in the right position. There we go. The bow's not spawned there this time. Right, so we got quite a bit of storage there now. There's a grip. Oh, Shemeti. Definitely have the Shemeti. Right, Shemetis are good, but they tend to get worn out quite quick. Right, see, it puts the grip on. Why will it not put the... I'm hugely confused about that. Surely that goes on there. Can't modify that. Alright, not to worry. I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it. Right, let's go and get the cart and we're going to go and collect all our bits that we need. Don't need that because I've got the riot helmet. A few tablets might be handy. Right, let's go and get our bits so we can get a vehicle on the road. Actually, what did I do with the fuel can? I left it with some of the other stuff, didn't I? Right. Here we go. See if we can cut a corner. Hopefully we won't attract a bear. Should be good. Nearly out of stamina. I'll tell you what we will do while we're here. We'll put this down over here and then we'll go and have a look in that building. Just over there, that one. Right, where's our Shemeti? That's in number 4. Another baseball bat. I'll take that just in case. So I think what we will do at some point as well, we'll come and get this SUV. Loads and loads of things we need to do. There's always a pair of boots stuck in the floor on these vehicles. Oh, gun. Didn't notice that. There's never anything under the sunshades either. So I don't know whether that's something that will change in time. Right, I only want to pick up anything that's useful from here. Right, I can't leave rifle ammo. What don't I need? Tell you what, let's eat one of these. There we go, that leaves us a space. Right, I do need to come back and get these saw blades at some point. There's a shirt. I definitely want a shirt, don't I? Already got gloves. What can I drop? Let's drop the explosive arrows for the time being. Or actually, let's put them in there. Then I can get them next time I want them. That's better. Now he just needs a pair of trousers. Maybe there's some trousers for him upstairs. No, but there's a water jug. And a bucket as well. I really want both of those. So let's pick up the jug. What can I drop to get the... Actually, let's eat something. Let's eat one of these. I certainly miss the MREs, that's for sure. Now I've got to actually watch what I'm doing. Right, okay, that's it for there. Let's get on with gathering the stuff for the car. Then we'll be able to get around so much quicker. I should be able to fit everything in this trailer if I'm careful about my placement. So right, what I'm going to have to do is when we go through the town up here, I'm going to have to sneak around the outskirts. I was going sideways then because I couldn't actually turn the mouse because I was drinking some tea. Right, let's drink that. Water is going to be a major thing that we need to sort out. It's going to be one of the first things once we've done the car. And we've got the equipment to do it, so... I don't mean the equipment to build it, I mean we've got the equipment that we need when we've got the water. Like we've got the bucket that we need for it. We need scrap metal, which this early on in the game is fairly easy to find. And we will need... What else do we need for that? Oh, we'll have a look later on. I'm not going to look right now. Right, so in that church up there, I think that, there's a heart, and I think there might be a backpack as well. But there's 2 seekers outside, which we'll have to take on at some point. But I really want the shotty for that. Preferably the pump action shotty. Wonder what the hell that was running up there then. We ain't far off the first load now. Should be just up here, which should be the engine and 1 tyre and the battery, I believe. If I'm not much mistaken, that looks like the engine up there. Or it could be the wheel. Or it could be a mix of both. It's a mix of both. So the battery should be here as well. So let's drop that there. The engine can go right at the beginning. Like so. And the battery can go next to it. Just there. Just make sure they're definitely coming with me, yeah. So we're going to have to scoot around this checkpoint up here because it's guarded now by mercs. What's the time? It's going to start getting dark, so I think we could actually rest up. So let's do that and then we can start off in the morning. We can actually have a look as well at starting off the building of the water purifier. There we go. So that can wait there overnight. Marvellous. Right, let's just have a look, see what we need for that water purifier. So we need the bucket that we got. We need 8 stones. We need 4 firewood and 6 metal scraps. That's not difficult to get hold of. That I need if I'm going to, well, I'm not going to go up to the watchtower now. I was going to, but right, so let's see, hunger and thirst are okay, so let's sleep through till morning. We'll do 12 hours. I think we need 1 more hour, don't we? There we go. Right, for breakfast we'll have one of these, I think. There, that's good. Right, let's put some stuff into storage down here. We can put one of those, put that. Let's put that. We'll put that. That. Where did I put the ammo? Put that in there. So that one can go in there, that one can go in there, and that one can go in there. Marvellous. So where did I put... I didn't have any of that, so that can go in there. That's 9 mil actually, I better keep that with me. That and that can go in there, ready for when we need them. Rifle ammo will stay with us. And we'll keep the food and the bandages with us. Right, so let's just drop a quick save at that point. And let's head off and let's get ourselves a vehicle. Won't be long now, we will be on the road. I should really be picking these stones up. But one thing at a time. Let's just get our vehicle on the road. Then we can do little bits and pieces like that at our own leisure. I don't know what distance their aggro is set at, so I don't know how close we can actually go. Right, I believe we liberated a tyre along here. Or did we liberate 2 tyres? I'm sure we liberated 2 tyres from one place. Are there any tyres on any of these? Save me the hassle of having to find the other ones. You shits. I definitely took 2 tyres off of two vehicles in close proximity to each other. Where the hell were they? That's going to bug me now if after all that I can't get a tyre. There we go. Let's take that one. Excellent. Right, so now we've got the 3 tyres that we need. The other one's already on the truck. Let's get down and get that truck on the road. It's not bad, it's only taken us about an hour and we've managed to get everything we need. But things have pretty much fallen into place. It's not like I've been sort of struggling to find anything on this one. Which is not usually the case. I normally struggle to find at least one element. Used to be the engine would be the difficult part. Then it became the battery. Right, here we go. Fuel can, that's what I haven't got. Damn it. That was up by the checkpoint, wasn't it? Car's a bit shaky. Perfect, right, it's ready to go, only we have no fuel in it. Right, so we are going to have to go back up to that checkpoint, sneak our way around and get what we need. Do you know what I am going to do? I'm going to pick up ATV tyres that I find around. Was there another one around here somewhere? Right, let's head back and get that fuel can. I wish I'd remembered that. At least it won't take us long to get back there because it's on this side of the map. I always thought, though, that you got the map right at the beginning. I didn't think it was something you had to pick up. I honestly can't remember. I wonder, actually, if there's a fuel can in here. But I don't think you can get into it. don't think you can get into it through the shop. Where'd he go? It's in there. He injured me very slightly. I'm very nearly annoyed. Yeah, I can't get into the back area. Better have that. And that. Just in case you're new to this, if you need metal, you can smash these up and they give you 2 to 3 metal, I think. Right, hunger's down. Thirst is all the way down, so let's eat that. You can get hydration and food from those ones. There we go, that's not too bad. This is the one place I thought we might find a jerry can, but no. Oh, rope. Better take that. But no such luck. But you know, we're not going to panic. There's another gun there. I don't need another gun. I'll keep one in there. I think I already checked this one, didn't I? Yeah. Let's take that and see if that will fit on our rifle. Excellent. There we go. That's what we like. Right, so let's head back this way and see if we can get hold of that jerry can. We can fill it up with fuel from a couple of these vehicles down here as well. Always seems such a long way on foot. Just have a quick look up in here. Can't remember what's in here. Plate, that's no good. Yeah, I'll always take the bullets. Actually, I should load that, shouldn't I? Let's Let's put that up in there for a minute and we'll get that loaded. Perfect. Right. I needed a hard stick. I needed stone. Starting to look a little bit dull. Better be ready in case the mist is coming. Luckily, we're back at base. Don't know whether it's going to be mist or rain. These machetes are good against the infected, but they don't last long. That's the only problem. What's the time? It's nearly 11 o'clock in the morning. So we got 6 stone, 5 metal, 2 hard sticks, I think it is. So I think what we'll do, let's start building that. We can build that just there. Where did I put the bucket? There we go. I did take a little bit of a risk doing that, really. There we go. So we need 1 metal. We need firewood. Firewood's easy enough to get. I think we just need to chop a tree down. So let's just find a little tree. I don't want to chop one of the big trees down just yet. This one to do. There it goes. We should be able to chop one of these up. For firewood. Right, 2 stones and 1 metal we need. Let's see if we've got any in here. Snowman. There we go. There we go, 2 metal from that. And I just need 2 stones. Right, usually loads of stones around here. There's 1. There's 2. There we go. So the water purifier is ready to go. So I just need to get hold of a bucket now. Matches. Bark is simple enough to get hold of. Right, what was I doing? Oh, I know, I was going up here to get the jerry can, wasn't I? That was it. I better have the weapon ready just in case. There it is. Oh, and there's the other two tyres, look. Yeah, I just didn't come down far enough, did I? Right, let's get those off the road. At least I'll know that they're somewhere handy when I actually need them. Right, so let's start filling this up. Right, so if we work our way around, there's a few vehicles around the other side we can use. Don't ask me how he's still holding that can up. That's not the reason why. Right, let's see if we can get as much out of these as we possibly can. Should be enough to fill the truck right up, even though the fuel never seems to go down on these trucks at the moment. When they implement that, that's going to make this a whole lot harder. I think that'll do us. That'll be enough. Right, let's go back and get the truck on the road well and truly. Then we can start thinking about what we need to do next, because we got the water going. We need a bucket. So where am I going to get a bucket from? A bouquet. I'll tell you where there might be one. Might be one down by the lake in that little fishing hut. Or there might be one up behind the White House, actually. In one of those houses up behind, the small huts. So I'll try one of them first before we go too far out looking. When we get the vehicle going as well, I think we need to look at a new colour scheme for it. Because I usually use the same one, the black coloration, but I think we need something different. Oh, we're so close. Stamina's going down. Almost made it. We need to get some storage on the back of there now. Right, let's put that up the front there. And let's drive this baby. Excellent. There he is. Right, we're now mobile. So let's think let's take this back to the base. It's so much quicker. Let's ignore the little crash there. Right, so we now have a vehicle. We need some storage on it. That's one of the next things we do, but I need to find a bucket. We need to get that going as well. So we've got elastic trickery in there. Right, we'll check these couple of cabins out to see if they've got a bucket. Definitely pick up any gears that we find. Couple of arrows. Or a bit of leather as well. But no bucket. Bit of food, that's handy. Just check to make sure there's nothing around the back that I could use. Right, we'll check this one. Then we go and check the one up on the hill there. Oh, I thought that was one for a moment then. This one can be made into a base as well. Nice looking bed. I think I might give that one a miss. Bag of shit. Nice little kitchen. I don't think I can use that. I'll take it anyway. but I don't think it will work. Hey! Right, let's eat one of these. Then I can pick that other one up. Bucket. Excellent. Right, what do I sacrifice? I think let's put this component down. I'll put the arrows down. I don't really use the bow in this. I don't know why I'm picking that up. Let's put the hard sticks down as well. That and that. Marvellous. We'll have that as well. That is excellent. This playthrough at the moment is just running like an absolute dream. Right, so let's fill the bucket up. So I don't know if I can fill this up. No, can I fill that up? Yeah. That's good. Shit, I thought I'd lost that then. So I forgot to pick it back out of there. That's excellent. So we got that water supply there, right behind the house. So we're never going to really struggle for water. Eventually I might build one of these big tanks that fills up with the... Are you fucking kidding me? Let's just never mention that again, ever. Right, so let's fill that up. Right, so I can't do anything with it at the moment because I need matches. Firewood is simple because I chopped the tree down over here, so we should still have some loggage. No, I'm not going to shoot it. Let's axe it nicely. See what I did there? Right, so that would be the 4 bark chippings. There should have been bark chippings over there. If I use the shemeti on a tree, we get bark chippings. And we got no room for the bark chippings. So let's go and store a bit more stuff in here. I'm going to have to start getting some storage. Whoops. Anything that I don't need at the moment. But it's all stuff that will come in handy at some point. So I'm going to need both of those ammos actually. Right, so let's get the... Right, let's go to a bigger tree. I can see easier then. Right, so that should be the 4 that I need. So I just need matches now. And then we will be good to go. Just put those in there. Right, so that's all the food that I'm going to take with me. So let's see. So food-wise, we're okay for the time being. Drink-wise, we're sort of okay. But I want to be totally self-sufficient on water. So we need matches. And I know exactly where to get them. So we're going to go up over here. And there's a cafe up on the hill. Just over here. There's quite a few infected in there, but we'll see if we can deal with them. Right, where did that other one go? Oh god, my health took a bit of a dive there. Not to worry, that should be all of them out of there now. Antibiotics. Right. Always pick up any salt that you find. Because salt is a much needed commodity. What did he have? Another gun. I don't need another gun. And my shirt was alright. But we can pick those up later if we need it. More salt. Rags. Metal. Components. Come on, I just need some matches. Must be some somewhere. Salt, coat, water, yeah, or hammer. Matches, there we go. Let's just eat that one. Right, so we can... There's a rope. Definitely want a rope. Let's eat that. Got our hunger and thirst up nicely. And we grab the rope. Tomato sauce can, we'll leave that here. We'll probably come back for it later. Another shametti. No, I'll leave that there. Don't really need to take it. There is a mission I need to do where I need to take some apples to one of the guys at the trader camp. Oh, how annoying. Right, let's put the tomato sauce in there and take that one, because you get more out of that one. Another ATV wheel, we'll have that. I don't know whether we'll ever use the ATV, but I'd rather have it available if possible. Right, so I think the first thing we need to do, let's get rid of some of this stuff a minute. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Nothing there. I want that. So hang on, I've got some tape in one of these other drawers. There we go. Let's put the metal in there as well. And I'll have that. It's a shame you can't use this fridge. But that's alright, we can find something to put food in a bit later on. Right, I'm going to go over and get more water. Water. Right, so let's fill... I didn't bring the bloody bucket over. Right, we'll have to bring that over on the next one. Now I think this distillery, if I remember rightly, or purifier, will do 16 litres, I think. Right, I'm a little bit confused. Where's my bucket? What did I do with the bucket? There it is. Right, I think that's as full as that will go now. Pretty sure it's 16 litres. But I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to fill the bucket up and just try it, because you can always empty it. It's starting to get late again now. Yeah, it can't go any more than that, so. Right, that's fine. So let's empty that. Can I not empty it? No, that's all right. We'll keep it. We'll keep it full. Right, so if we put it back in there, take those. We've got the matches, we've got those, and we need the... Where did I put the... There they are. We're going to start the purifier up. There we go. So we can just leave that going now. See, we're going to carry one of these with us wherever we go. But we only need one, so let's put that one in there. They can go in there. That one in there. Put the knife and the hammer in there. Do you know, I've never actually had to use any of these in this game so far. Let's put that in there. I don't really need to carry that with me. I'm not going to need to carry that at all. Well, at least once we've done the distilling anyway. So if I carry those two, I don't need to carry them too. So that frees up some space. The axe is starting to wear out now. What is the time? So it's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock and all is well. So we've got 0.6 of a litre in there at the moment. So when that gets up to 2.5, we can fill this up. And then we have plenty to take with us wherever else we go. So we'll have to sleep up in a minute anyway. But let's just see what else we need. So we don't need a generator because we've already got one here. I do want to build one of these at some point. Actually, no, that's actually pointless. No, because I can do what I need to do with that one there. If anything, I might build one of these just to store water next to the purifier. We're going to need a workbench, but then I've got a funny feeling there's one in here. Yeah, we've already got a workbench there. Weapon upgrade. No, so we know that we can start to do stuff there. We can make some nails when we need them for this one. Right, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful with what we actually make, because we need to be a little bit conservative, because stuff doesn't last forever, you know. Like metal is one of the worst ones in this. That starts running out eventually. Wooden shield. I've never really used a wooden shield, but I suppose that might come in handy at some point. So I might need to have a go at making a shield at some point. We're definitely going to need that at some point to cut trees down. Candles. That's new. Yeah, I've not seen that before, so that's something new on here. Ah, that's right, we've got storage in here as well. Excellent. Right, so what I might do is once I start building this up into a little bit of a fortress, I might block this entrance off here. And maybe build this over to the trees here, merge it in with the tree, bring it across here, put a double gate there so that I can get the truck in, and then bring it down along here into the corner of the building here. That way I keep this all enclosed. So what we can do while we're just waiting, let's go and stick these on the ATV. Starting to get dark. I always thought though there was an ATV wheel in here. Maybe I was wrong. Was there not one laying down over here then? No, maybe not then. Not to worry. Right, let's get inside because I don't want to waste this battery. So we can leave that going overnight. And let's go up and sleep for the night. "12 hours as usual." Right, so food now does start to become a problem. Water, however, does not. 4.22, so let's take 2.5. Perfect. Drink until enough. There we go, didn't take much, so we'll fill that up. So there you go, so we're gonna be fine for quite some time. Let's have a look at food. We're a bit hungry, so let's eat one of these. There we go, so hunger and thirst are okay. Right, so we need to decide then what's going to be our next plan of attack. So I'm going to need to chop a lot of trees down. So I reckon we need that saw bench. Now the saw bench is not going to be the easiest thing because we've got to find the two parts for this. I think we will find them. I don't think they were really that difficult to find. I think they were in, when I first started looking for them, but right, I'm gonna place that there. So we need screws for this. Metal scraps we need 16 of. We need the control arm, which we can get, and we need the electronic part. We only need one of those. So I know we do need to take a trip over to the timber yard, because I know we're going to find parts that we need for that on there. So let's shoot up there. Is this the quickest way round? Yeah, I think it is. I need to find a jack as well in case I flip this thing. Right. It wasn't one of these here, was it? It's the bigger one over the other side. I want that metal. But there's a bear in the way. Definitely take them. I do need to collect the apples for that mission. There you go, that's the 2 apples I need for it. Damn, I've only got 1 shot left in that now. ATV wheel. Don't mind if I do. I'm very conscious about how much battery life I've got left. We're about halfway down there. There's the blade. Now I know there is a part that I need in the motel. I also thought there was another part of it here. Got a saw at the moment, don't need that. Let's take a propane tank just in case. There it is. Right, so we've got that. So all I need now is the actual blade holder. So I need to try and remember where that is. I think that's in the motel. In fact, I would bet money on it being in the motel. So guess where we're going? I know I've left the back of that open. I'm glad that didn't flip over then, otherwise I would not have been able to get it out right again. I sort of got a little bit turned around then. Didn't realise where I was. Actually, I still don't want to go up there, do I? Where the hell have I ended up? Oh, you shit. Like, flip for that. Flip. Do you see what I did there? Right, that's better. Let's get back out on the road. Right, the motel's going to be quite dangerous because I don't have much firepower. And the blob is in there as well. Right, my health is okay. Let's just drop a quick save. And let's head on in. So what we need to do, we don't need to go on the outskirts. Sorry, we don't need to go inside, we need to go on the outskirts. Because I know it's in one of these service rooms. I thought it was those ones. Maybe it's the ones over this side. Oh, hang on, I know where they are. They're right down this way. I can hear it moving around down there. Little shit. It's a bucket, we'll have that. We'll have that, we'll have that. Damn, I was hoping it would be in the first one that I went into. Right, it's not in that one. Oh, it was a bit of a tough one. Right, I need to get in those ones there, but I don't want to get in there while Blob Boy's running around. Can't see where he is. There he is. So I need him to go around that corner. My health is quite low. Another backpack. Don't mind if I do. I think he's coming back this way. This is a little bit of a risk going this way, to be honest. Let's listen for his footsteps to go away a bit. I could try and draw him away, couldn't I? Battery's excellent. It's a crowbar. A jack, definitely need a jack. Right, this has got to be the one. There it is. Damn it. Let's eat an apple. So I only need 2 of them. Right, so I've got that, that, and that, which are what I need to make that. So I can make that. Let's just craft that up now. Creates a spare place. Then I think the others I need to do on the workbench, if I remember rightly. Right, we're going to do a runner out of here now. Let's just wait until footsteps go away a little bit. Right, let's run. Yeah, I didn't think they'd want to come out in the sunshine somehow. Right. Let's go back to base. Right, let's go up to the workbench. Right, I'm not sure where it is, so let's have a little hunt through. There it is. Right, so let's craft that. So that I can now put into that. I've got that. Why wouldn't it let me put that in? Oh, I haven't got a screwdriver. But I have in here somewhere. There we go. Where was it? There we go. What am I doing? I've already made it. Idiot. Right. There we go. So that's done. So still a fair bit to do on it. I'm going to need 16 metal scraps, 1 electronic part, and 16 screws. But that's all right. We'll be able to get all that together. One more wheel that we can take over and put on the ATV. There we go. So we only need one more wheel for that. Then all is good. Not too worried about that. That's just something we're just doing as and when. Let's see how our water's doing. So we got another 2.3 litres in there. That's good. Are we thirsty? Yeah, we're thirsty. Let's drink that. There we go. That's okay. Right, let's go and get rid of some of this stuff. Again. So we got shotty shells. Them. We got them. We don't need them. Let's put the bucket in there for now. They can go in there. Did I? Sure, I had another cog. There we go. Right, so That I'm going to need to keep on me. That I'm going to need to keep on me. And that as well. So that's why I need some storage in the van. So I think that's another thing we're going to have to go and look for. Components. There we go. So we really need to keep those really at the moment. Right, so that can go in there, that and that. Oh, the apples, I don't need those at the moment. There we go, so that's looking good. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to leave it at that point. That's giving us a good start into it. We've got the vehicle on the road, which is awesome. We've got our water supply now. We don't have to worry about water. We've got the bench. We'll have that going sooner rather than later. Then we can start chopping trees down and making planks and all that jazz. The ATV is almost on the road as well. So it's all good. Everything is good. So if you want to join me on the next one, remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so and all that jazz. And don't forget to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And I will see you on the flip side. I'll catch you all later.